LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top left, we have the red Protoss representing Jin Air Green Wings. This is SOS.
Currently no wins this season, and he's up against the player who's going for a cheese down to the bottom right in the blue.
I don't know, Wolf. Like, we might actually get out of here really, really fast. All these players going for really fast builds here. Already sending out this SCV.
So this build's really rare. We saw this build in the beta of Heart of the Swarm. It was giving Zerg players more trouble than it was Protosses. It's the 8-8-8 Reaper build, where you make your supply depot on 8, your gas on 8, as well as your barracks on 8, as far forward as you can. In this case, he's going to go all the way into his opponent's main base, probably studying that his opponent does not scout early most of the time. Most Protosses are not pylon scouting, of course, in this matchup right now. And you get a really fast Reaper out as a result. And he's actually making an SCVs back at home, so he's not going to Reaper up at all. He's just going to try to bunker push, I guess. Okay, so he's going to try to bunker push here. This is pretty rare. You don't really see this in StarCraft 2. In Wings of Liberty, before they changed it so that you could, before you had to build a supply depot before your barracks, you could still barracks supply, also known as BBS, in StarCraft 1, and do builds like this and float the barracks into the main, for example. But because of that supply depot change, hardly anybody does this anymore. And I guess he's just going to try to bunker push it. This is kind of crazy.
This is definitely very different. Like you mentioned before, this could definitely be just, you know, really good study by Dream on SOS's builds. Maybe he sees that he doesn't like to scout around his base at all. Maybe even on this map, you know, 2-player map, he can just get right in there and get that barracks down. Make sure he has it right in the opponent's base. And he's starting that first bunker. It's going to complete very soon, getting those Marines out very slowly, but surely.
There's no way you can stop this bunker from finishing, right? It's already, the Marine's already tight walled behind it, which is because this placement is perfect. Now we can just bounce his Marine forward and start a bunker right in his face. I mean, literally. And then use the bunker, the second one, to fall back to. It's going to be basically impossible for him to stop this bunkering. There's only one pylon powering this gateway. He made his second pylon behind his mineral line. Cybernetics core is almost done, but there's no way the probes are actually going to make this work. He only has one SCV here on the other hand. If the SCV goes down, that bunker could be prevented. He needs to target it, but it's so difficult to actually pull this off.
The SCV just has to be safe. If he gets this bunker down, it could be the end.
And he finishes it here. And look at that, just runs forward into the board. Bunker starts to repair. Second SCV comes here as well. Zealot is gone. And that's game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's